Okay, the next miscellaneous items are these 3 cubes. So since they all come from Redacted, I thought that I would just show you each of them. So just go to Redacted. I believe you get this guy in Museum. You end up here. If you finish, or if not finish the game, if you get to Time Tower and you have enough ammo to buy it, you can buy the Dev Manipulator, and then when you put that guy in the Reclamation bin, he'll show up here in Redacted. So, you'll want this guy. He does show up anyway here, after going through Redacted a couple of times, but if you get this guy beforehand, all you have to do is pull this box. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you can pull the box enough that it opens this automatically, but sometimes that happens, in which case you can pull like another box, hopefully not break it, to keep this guy open is what I mean. Otherwise, if that happens, all you need to do is just grab some of these weapons, hold these down, and then we need to find the battery. So, I believe the battery is in that box up there. So all we need to do is hop up there. So, I guess we could go that direction. Instead of doing the monkey bar climb, let's just climb up here. Then crouch, go back here, grab onto here, push this down because why not? And then I believe we turn this wheel to move 2 things. I think this wheel actually does, yeah, it does move the box over with the battery, and it moves these 2 together. It isn't perfect, by the way, so you might want to do a little jump. And you can obviously push this down, so that way you can just walk up here in the future, but you don't really have to, so just grab this, break it, you'll find the battery, and the battery opens this up without doing the pulling the box over kind of deal. So, now that you've done this, let's find the first cube collectible. So go through here, and then fall through, and make sure that you have your items in your inventory, otherwise they'll get lost when you go through Redacted over and over. So, the first one we're going to hop up on this blue pipe, and this definitely helps if you already have the dev gun, because you can just grab this guy. You can obviously walk over there as well, and then just drop him over here. Otherwise, like I said, you can just walk over here. Very tentatively, because these are round objects that you're balancing on. But just go over here, grab it, punch it a bunch of times, and then try and grab it before it hits the bottom, or just drop down and grab it there. So, interestingly enough, if you do leave stuff out and about in this part of Redacted, it doesn't matter if you go through it a couple more times, they'll still be here. Until the last time, of course. So this is the bluish cube, the large bluish cube. You can see how the corners almost fill the entire collectible sphere little ball thing. So that's where the first one is. The second one is right there. You might be able to see it glowing right between those 2 white pipes, on that yellow pipe. So all you need to do, you can get to this a bunch of ways. I like just hopping down onto here, going across the blue pipe, hopping over the yellow pipe, and by yellow I mean white pipe there, then climbing on the yellow pipe, Try not to die, of course. And then on this yellow pipe, it seems like he's out of range now. This is the red and yellow cube, or at least it looks red and yellow here, as you can see. So this one you can also, oh my goodness. As I said, there are multiple ways to grab it. So if it falls down, don't worry. As I said, the other way to get up there, guess there is no other way to get up there. I guess you need to fall down and do that pipe shimmy thing. Well, you can definitely climb onto this yellow pipe. Okay, so this is how you get up there. You climb onto this yellow pipe, and then you follow this blue pipe along, as we did before. So, then go to this fan over here, specifically. Try your best to fall down here. Okay, that was a lucky land. You do have a few times to get this right, but if you land on these ventilation pipes, then go into this little cube area. This little square opening here. And right here is the white cube. If you landed on this upper part, then you'll find it right here. And now we have all of the collectibles in Redacted. So now all we need to do is go through this a couple more times, and then a reclamation bin will spawn right there where that shadow is. So make sure everything is in your inventory, otherwise it can get lost. But as you can see, everything in your inventory stays there. This is also where you get handgun range, by the way. It'll be in a Boneworks box right here, but we don't have to worry about that for this cycle. Just rush on through. Okay, I didn't know you could grab those fan blades. That's interesting. And now you see why I wanted to keep that door open, because you're going to be going through this a couple of times. And here's the Boneworks box, and this should have handgun range, which you'll also want to get, if you don't have it already, of course. And there we go. Because handgun range has several collectibles. So now let's hop down. I believe this is the last one. Yep. You can see there's a Boneworks box here. This one has another dev gun in it. So if you didn't collect it earlier, you could collect it now. It would be tough for reasons which I'll explain soon. First, let me get rid of these guys. Let's see. Let me try a spear. Spear, maybe? Spear. Also, if you're curious, I don't believe the spears spawn here if you haven't collected them already. So yeah, that place in runoff is pretty much the only way to collect the spear. Stabby, stabby. Just a little bit of stabby, stabby. And you don't have to do this. You can fly immediately if you like, but I prefer that they're just not in the way, being mildly annoying when you're trying to fly. I guess I could have just used the guns, come to think of it. Oh well. So now with your dev gun, either the one here or the one up there if you already collected it. Now let's fly up. So this box is destructible in an interesting way. It leaves these little squares that are also destructible but are really nice to stand on. So if you can get it, you can fly pretty well, and you're going to try and land on this like blue pipe up here and grab onto that, or stand on it if you can. But bit tough. Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't know you could grab reclamation bins. It's because you can't. So, try another one. Whoop. Whoop. These are destructible, so I am showing you it is not the easiest thing to do, but it is absolutely possible. By the way, your speed going up is dependent on how close the dev gun is to the thing you're flying on at the time that you pull the trigger. So, now that you're up here, either because you grabbed on some part of this and mounted up, or fell on it like I did, all you need to do now is just grab this, have it go out, and then when you hear it go tsh, like that, it has been collected. So, let's grab another one, grab it, try your best not to shoot it because it will be a real pain to grab afterwards, which is also why I highly suggest going up here instead of just firing it from the ground up to here, which is also possible with the dev gun, but a lot less precise, and that's why I like this way better. Also, these little strings will disappear once it's reclaimed, if you don't let the trigger go, of course. So that's another way to tell that it's been collected. Yeah, and once you've done all that, make sure you have, because you only have one shot with this reclamation bin, because the next time that you go through the door, you are out of redacted. Also, there's a bunch of interesting stuff over here, lore-wise, but regardless, that is that. So I believe we will be in handgun range now. And I guess this kind of serves as a redacted tutorial as well, because in previous videos I've said, oh, just go through redacted, you'll get handgun range. And here you go, handgun range.